ready. Did you forget your briefcase? I'm not sure what you need a briefcase for. You're a grave digger, but here it is. Grandpa. Grandpa, what are you doing still hanging around here? I thought you left for work also, and I heard explosions down in the basement. Grandpa. Marilyn. Oh, Marilyn. You poor thing. Did your date run away again? Oh, I'm sure he'll come back. I'm sure he'll come back. He'll recognize your great sense of humor and your wonderful personality. But just in case, why don't you put this back on? And Eddie, it's time for your Little League game. Yeah, I have your hat. Here's your hat. And get your bat. Oh, no, not that kind of bat. This one right here. All right, welcome to Living Figuratively. This is the show that asks the question, why not fill your home with the fascinating faces and figures of people that you don't even know? Why not fill your home with figurative art? And right now, because it's freezing cold out here, I'm gonna head back inside for our Halloween treat. All right, tonight is the special Halloween episode, which happens to be the 31st episode. Coincidentally, Halloween is October 31st. So tonight I'm gonna show you, in addition to figurative art, I'm gonna show you a little bit how I decorate my home for Halloween. You saw what we did on the porch. I had the little characters and everything like that. I've got a couple different Halloween schemes. Sometimes we decorate with wispy ghoul kind of a thing. Sometimes we do dismembered body parts with like gore and stuff like that. This year we decided to go with the cute, chunky, big head guys. Maybe about 17, 15 years ago, these were the things that you could get at the Halloween stores. And so I got every single kind that they had. They had like 5 different kinds. You know, we had the vampires and the Frankensteins and the little witches and the skeletons. And this year we decided to decorate with these. Partially because we didn't want to make a huge deal out of decorating, because with COVID and everything like that, I don't know if we're going to get a single trick-or-treater. It is supposed to be a nice night tomorrow night, but hopefully we'll get some trick-or-treaters. So this is a little wreath that I had, and for this year especially, I added these little guys, just, you know, wired them up and hooked them on, and so I've got a little wreath with that. Something else that I do every year, I have these orange berry wreaths. I've got 2 of them, one on each door, that, you know, either side of the front door. And on it, I have these little characters that I absolutely love. They are from Department 56, which is a maker of little collectible thingies like that. And they are Patience Brewster is the designer. And every year they have new ones. They have Christmas decorations. You know, you find them at the tchotchke stores, and you collect every once in a while. These little Halloween decorations, they're just like Christmas decorations. They've got hooks on them and everything. And I actually keep them on these wreaths as a permanent thing. And I keep my wreaths, I have like different holiday wreaths that I rotate throughout the year. I keep the off-season ones in the garage. I put these big nails in the wall and just hang them in the garage, so they're, you know, they don't have to be boxed up or put on shelves or anything like that, and they stay intact. They don't get crushed, and I just switch them out. And so when it's the Halloween season, which begins sort of at the middle of October, beginning middle of October, I bring these out and I put away the summer ones that I've had on here all along. The other thing that I do in time for Halloween and fall is the Centerpiece Table on the dining room table. This is kind of a spot where I rotate my holiday decorating. In the summer, I have summer stuff like summer greenery and everything here. In the fall, I switch it over to some natural stuff and some permanent artificial stuff. One of the things this year, natural things that I found, which I was very excited about, were these giant gourds. I mean, have you ever seen a gourd this big? They had these giant gourds at our grocery store. So I stocked up on a bunch of them, and I arranged them on the table along with my candlesticks, because I have different candlesticks that I use. And some, these are plastic leaves, not real leaves, or I guess they're silk, not plastic. Arranged it all together and laid down these trivets, which are noteworthy because, I don't know if you guys remember from our Be My Guest episode 2 weeks ago, I showed you the little table at the bottom of the basement stairs where I had our carpenter or our cabinet maker make a reclaimed wood top for it. So the tiles that originally came with it, which were the top, were these unspectacular beige tiles. And what I did with these unspectacular beige tiles is I tried to make them just a little more spectacular. I used high heat resistant spray paint and lace doilies as sort of the stencil for them. And I spray painted them in the colors of my dining room so that these just can kind of live here and stay here, and when we have our meal here, we'll use them as our trivets. So let's keep on going around the dining room. This is the other half of the dining room. You've seen one side of my dining room already. For a little Halloween themed painting, which really isn't a Halloween themed painting because it hangs here all year round. And the reason it hangs here is because it's long and skinny, and I needed a long and skinny painting in this exact spot. And I also needed one where this cabinet door didn't bang into it, so it had to be skinny enough. This painting is called Sticks and Stones and Tweets and Bones. It appeared in the Mary Urbis from Lakeland College. She's the gallery director at Lakeland Community College. Every other year she has the Skull and Skeleton show where it's all Halloween themed things, but even more so it's all skulls and skeletons. So skulls and skeletons have to be in the show. And I hope that, they can do it again in 2021, because that would be the next logical time when it would be. And hopefully we'll be done with COVID. Hopefully we'll just be wearing masks for fun, but we'll just see how that all works. Anyway, this painting is called Sticks and Stones and Tweets and Bones. And it's a little bit of a subtle, not so subtle political commentary on whether tweets and words actually can hurt you. It also plays on the thing that you're supposed to say in the face of a bully when you're trying to be best, where you say sticks and stones can break my bones, but tweets or words will never hurt me. So it's up to, you the viewer, to question whether words actually may hurt you. And sometimes even paintings might. I don't know. We'll see. So that's this Halloween themed painting. Now I'm going to walk you over to possibly the scariest painting that I've ever done. This one here. It's called Fear Itself. And it's actually a self-portrait. I don't know if you recognize me. It was when I had longer hair and everything. And this painting has a little bit of a story behind it, as do all my paintings. Once upon a time in, I want to say it was 2010, 2011, I was painting seniors at our senior center, and I was also working on trying to get expressions, like painting expressions. I was very heavily influenced by Norman Rockwell at the time, and he's got some amazing expressions, and I really wanted to get good with the expressions. So with my seniors, a lot of them, I asked them to do different expressions for me, and some of them just took on the role with relish. They had fun with it. They did some crazy fun expressions. I ended up having a show of the works from my painting at our hometown senior center. I had a show at our hometown art center. And since the art center is hooked up with the the city hall and the mayor's office, they asked me if I would display one painting from, a painting of mine at the mayor's office, in conjunction with the show at the art center. So at that time, okay, I didn't want to use any of the ones from the show and like take it to a different location. So I thought I would pick a different painting of mine to display in the mayor's office. At the time, there was something going on in our local town events, or what? Not even events. There was a person was being treated very badly by the government, our city government, and our mayor, and she was being put through a lot of hell. And the story 10 years later has a happy ending, and it's all good. And actually, the person who was being put through hell, I'm hoping that she is going to pose for me at some point for my goddess project. I have a role all lined up for her. So if that happens, I may very well tell you the whole story. But at the time this was going on, and the mayor was the one that was the driving force between making this person's life miserable. So I decided to do a little subtle political statement against the mayor, and I offered up this painting to be the one to be displayed right outside the mayor's office. So it was maybe a statement of like, maybe we should be afraid of the mayor. Maybe it's a warning to other people that might come to her office, and maybe they should watch out. So anyway, I didn't paint the painting as a political statement or as a statement on our current town problems, but I ended up choosing it to serve that purpose. And a few days later, after it was posted, after it was up in the mayor's office for a couple days, they called me and told me that they wanted it removed because they told me a lame excuse about, they were scared that people were going to bump into it and knock it down because it was on an easel and everything. And I thought to myself, would a landscape also be, removed like that for that reason? But anyway, I had to come back and remove it, and I said, do you want another painting? And they did not want another painting of mine in her office. But anyway, I made a little bit of a statement with it, and I thought, that was whatever, a fun use of art for whatever, for good. Anyway, that is our Halloween treat for tonight. And next week, I'm hoping that we will also have a Halloween treat, and it will be a peaceful Halloween treat because we will know, what's going to be happening, whether the next 4 years are going to be scary or wonderful and peaceful. And at the same time, for next week, come back, same bad time, same bad channel, get it? For next week's episode of Living Figuratively is going to be, this place is a wreck room. Same bad time, same bad channel, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday night, November 5th. Y'all come back now, you hear?